And maybe those, or 100 times,
But what
or
if
whatever.
they offered?
Maybe
what if they
did
did things like, I don't know, stick a finger in his butt? Like, what if
But that's what I'm
they
saying,
initiate
yeah.
some shit? That's what I'm saying. Like, now we're trying to judge bathhouse culture, and I think that's a totally different conversation that people aren't really ready to have.
That's what I'm saying, though, is like, we don't really know, so you also can't just give them benefit of the doubt. Like, for sure, if it was one person,
It's not benefit of the doubt. It's
2, okay.
Bro.
3, maybe. 4,
bro. You've seen
5,
personally people lie. You've seen
6.
you've seen people purposely lie on me in college, and then when it came out, everybody was like, "Oh, I guess y'all lied," and nobody apologized to me. So, like, I understand the concept. You've seen people get accused of shit, unrelated to what I'm talking about. You've seen people get accused of shit. Mancini's seen people get accused of shit. Like, we have to wait till the facts come out. But I'm saying it looks away.
But that's also not
for a dude who has a red flag, who gets a red flag. All these people.
All right, well, we're on a tangent on it, but let's just.
I agree with what you're saying, though.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is like.
But if it comes out as bullshit, do we apologize to that man? Nobody's gonna apologize to him. I guarantee you, if it comes out as bullshit. And if there's any hint of truth, he will be crucified for it. Because that's how that works. But then we're also not going to talk about massage parlor culture. Like, see, it's a deep, dark criminal link. It's like if you get robbed at a dice game and then tell people, you call the police because you got robbed at a dice game. Well, technically, dice games are kind of illegal.
All right, next up, the NFL signed an 11-year deal for their media rights, TV rights. It's worth $110 billion with the B billion
over 11 years.
Over 11 years. That includes Amazon getting exclusive rights to Thursday Night Football. So, Kenny, you got to take her tangent on that.
Oh boy, who knew? Who knew that? Like, the internet would become king in this way. Like, they're pretty much telling you, like, yo, TV's useless. Not useless, but, like, the money is in Amazon and streaming platforms and everything but traditional TV.
But so it's also like people are both at home and on the go. So why am I just going to reach them when they're at home?
When I can get them on an app.
When I can get them on their app. Which is everywhere they go. Whether they're at the bar, whether they're at home, in the car. You can watch it on Amazon Prime anywhere. That's why I loved when the games were on Twitter too, because it was easy to watch out of my phone in traffic.
This is so you're just out here admitting that you're just driving dangerously.
Don't worry, I got a setup.
I mean, if I get 3-4 people to confirm this, you're in trouble.
All right, next one. HBCU Legends Bowl will take place in 2022. Take your tangent, Kenny.
I think it's fantastic because it's going to actually be a real showcase. It's kind of what Deion Sanders was trying to get when he put up the HBCU Combine. It's going to be like, I guess, the Black Senior Bowl, I guess. They should have more bowl games. HBCU's got to stop being cheap with athletics. He even said that, like, they need to get a soccer field for the women's soccer team because it's dreadful. Like, you can't put out elite talent if you don't put elite effort into your resources. You don't even have to have the best resources. The resources just have to be up to par. So they're doing this. I already know Obi's going to be there covering it. I'm putting money on that right now. If it's an HBCU event, just give Obi credentials right now. Don't even bullshit him. Just give him credits. Salute to Obi.
All right, and next up, Russell Okung gets a huge win on his Bitcoin investment. It's now worth $21 million a year from the $13 million he invested. Take your tangent.
Half of it, he used half of his salary, which was about $8 million at the time. They paid him $8 million worth of Bitcoin, and I think back then it was worth like what, $35,000. Now it peaked at like $87,000. So he got double his investment back and extra to pay off taxes. So salute to him. Sometimes you have to take that chance. I wouldn't suggest everybody put all their money into Bitcoin because some of y'all might fuck around and do that and not be able to pay your rent. So just be smart with how you invest money, no matter what you invested in.
All right, and last but not least, touchdown or turnover.
The
NCAA committee is considering rules that would make college football teams go for 2-point conversions after the second overtime. Kenny, touchdown or turnover?
Definitely a touchdown. I think they want to shorten the games because I still remember that 7 overtime game between Texas A&M and LSU, and that shit was ridiculous. At a certain point, it has to be sudden death. Like, yo, let's get this out of here.
And Drew Brees retired from the NFL. Touchdown or turnover?
Touchdown because the Saints definitely weren't bringing his ass back. 20 years, 15 with the Saints, 5 with the Chargers.
Damn, he was with the Saints for 15 years.
Like, you got to give the man his props. Sean Payton really kept him afloat those last 5 years, though, because his arm talent was definitely waning.
You was not saying this 2 years ago. You only saying this now because he's a...
No, but it really, like, the play calling, you look at who they had in. They went from Brandon Cooks to Michael Thomas. Like, they catered the offense carefully. Like, and the fact that Peyton believes in Taysom Hill so much, that should tell you something. So, very few people got the most, like the same way Kobe got everything out of his ability, I think Drew Brees got everything out of his ability. I think he's that level of athlete. There's not much more like you could have given Drew Brees, unless you were going to make him 6'5" and give him a little bit more arm strength. Like, who more deserving of the term Hall of Fame quarterback? Like, he's top 5 in my opinion. And in my opinion, I think he had a better career than Peyton Manning. And it's not even really that close. But, you know, not everybody who deserves to win MVP gets the MVP. But also, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over him.
Yeah, he was a great career. He did so many things for New Orleans. It was time, you know. I mean, especially to come back after the injuries and stuff of this year to finish off the season, and you know, it's just how could you compete at that high of a level, being as hurt as he was at his age this last year? I mean, he had 8 broken ribs,
punctured lung,
collapsed lung.
Yeah, like, bro, you played 20 years. You have nothing left to prove. Like, now, like, I get you're going to be mad that Tom Brady's going to beat all your stats. But, like, let it go.
Yeah, but not everybody could be Tom Brady. Not anybody could be Tom Brady. Tom Brady is an alien, you know?
And also, he's had the rules padded heavily in his favor most of his career, but we're just going to overlook that. Because I know Peyton Manning was getting his ass whooped out there a couple times.
All right, last one. The Chicago Bears released Kendall Fuller, cornerback who's had a $20 million cap hit. One of their...
Kyle
Fuller, I'm sorry. I said Kendall.
Yeah.
All right. So, touchdown and turnover, Kenny.
It's a turnover. I don't think you can afford to get rid of a premium Pro Bowl corner.
And he's like the best free agent now. Eric?
Shout out to Trent Williams.
Yeah. It's a turnover. I mean, I could understand the business aspect of freeing up cap space and everything, but he's a big part of that defense, especially the secondary. I mean,
well, they've been trying to trade him for years, but then they re-signed him.
But salute. The scary thing is, the Niners might go get him.
I don't know if that's a cap space.
They could trade somebody. But, like, that's just...
They need to just get Deshaun and stop playing. That's it. That's the best spot for him.
And if they do, they'll free up so much cap space.
And they have players they can give up.
And they
have depth.
And they re-signed... They
can find some running backs easy.
They essentially signed like a 2-part contract with Trent Williams, Silverback Williams, because he had the bad deal with Washington, and then he re-ups for 6 years, like $138 million or $40 million.
Yep.
And he got one penny more than David Bakhtiari, the Packers left tackle. So he's now the highest paid lineman in the league by a penny. And Bakhtiari is like, that's petty as fuck, but I respect it.
Mm.
Like, smart financial decisions by organizations trying to win. And the Bears cutting off, like, how does that help Khalil Mack? You getting rid of the best corner.
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
I'd have cut Jimmy Graham first.
All right.
They already have like 87 tight ends.
So let's get to the rants, but do you want to say hi to the people, Izzy, since you're now with us? Are you there?
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Class was good. My teacher gave me some extra credit, so that is beautiful.
Amen, sister. That's always the best.
Tell her you be on a podcast every week. She better give you extra credit.
I don't know how she would respond to that. But I'm excited to go back and listen to this episode. I didn't know that Drew Brees was retiring, so
yeah.
Thank you for that information.
All right, Izzy, anything on your mind you want to leave with the people to close out the show?
I got vaccinated today, so I got kicked by the government.
How do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah,
I knew somebody was going to
I'll
say
let
that.
you guys know how I feel tomorrow.
All right, that's the real test. Guess we're all going to be zombies together.
That's a great week.
Fantastic. Are you going to watch the Snyder Cut of Justice League?
The what?
Are you going to watch the Snyder Cut of Justice League?
I don't even know what that
don't
is.
even know what that is.
Damn,
Boom.
nobody's going to watch the Snyder Cut? It's just me? All right, fine.
All right.
I'll watch it eventually.
All right, Eric, go ahead.
I'm going to go back to work the last week. The rule of things. It's like I'm adulting all over again. And
We didn't hear shit you just said, sir.
I just heard like toilet bowl static.
All we heard was your and then you start talking and like
Sounds like you dropped a phone down a trash chute.
Oh no, I'm on my headphones. Nah, just saying I got back to work this last couple of weeks, just getting back to adulting again, which is completely overrated. But
wish I never grew up.
You mean leaving the house?
What?
You mean you got back to leaving the house?
I actually drove a little bit, and it rained. It's weird, It's
Yeah.
like
Traffic is
apocalypse
horrible.
going on in California. But no, it's just it's good to get back to some kind of normalcy. Gyms are open back up. Kids are getting back to playing winter sports in spring. So just hopefully this keeps going. Numbers have been going down with COVID, so hopefully we can start talking COVID being past tense and getting back to normal. Oh, stimulus came back too. Thank God for that.
The stimmy is lit.
Stimmy Eric.
Stimmy, that's all I got.
All right. Kenny, you want to go first?
I hit my stimmy, now I'm lit. This week whooped my ass. This week called me in the alleyway, just beat that shit out of me. I'm exhausted. My neck still hurts from a pinched nerve. Yeah, I'm going to like a chiropractor and like a podiatrist on Monday. Finally getting my foot checked out. I'm afraid, like, I've been watching too many chiropractic videos where they pop people's shit back into place. So, like, they pop their leg and they walked in the doctor's office 5'10", but they leave 6'2". I'm kind of hoping that happens. I'll probably gain like an extra 2 inches in height and I'll be like a legit 6'3". That'll be fun. Just towering over people. Like, what happened? Did you lose weight? Yeah. And I got taller. But, also my gym opened back up near my house, so that's dope. Got my sister a membership, so She went like twice this week. I went once because I'm still figuring out my work schedule.